26-year-old feminist, dating boyfriend for 2 years. Pretty serious relationship. I'm nonprofit program coordinator making $41,000, helping domestic violence survivors work. He's sales manager at tech company making $78,000, selling software solutions. Relationship is good. We get along well. Talk about future together often. Always been passionate about my work. Helping women escape abusive situations. Important. Feel like I'm making real difference in world. Every single day. Impact. He's supportive of my work, always asking about cases I'm working on, tells me he's proud of what I do, and thinks it's admirable. But I notice he talks about his job a lot. Sales numbers, quote his deals, feel like his job is shallow compared to mine, just making rich companies richer. First time he gets excited about closing big deal worth $500,000 commission. Comes home happy, telling me about how he landed major client, finally success. I listen but feel annoyed that he's so excited about corporate sales. Tell him that's great, but it's just helping company make more money, right? He says yes, but his commission will be significant. Helps us too financially. Ask him if he ever thinks about doing something more meaningful with life. He looks confused and asks what I mean by that. Exactly. Clarify. Say that sales isn't really contributing to society in a meaningful way. Shallow. Tell him it's not the same as actually helping people like I do. He goes quiet and says his job does matter, just differently than mine. Month later, he's stressed about quarterly numbers and upcoming performance review coming. Working late nights and weekends, preparing presentations for senior leadership team. I complain that he's never home anymore, always at office, working constantly. Tell him his career is just corporate ladder climbing, nothing meaningful really. Ask him when he's going to do something that actually matters in the world. He looks hurt and says supporting us financially matters. Doesn't it count? Tell him anyone can do sales, but not everyone can help abuse survivors. Say that my work saves lives, while his work just enriches shareholders only. He says that's unfair comparison. They're different types of work, both valid. Later, he asks if I even respect what he does for living honestly. His performance review goes well, and he's being considered for director promotion. He's excited and tells me this could change everything for us financially, future. I say that's great, but have you thought about what you're actually doing? Tell him there's no deeper purpose to what he does, just transactions, money. He says he helps companies find solutions to their problems. That's purpose. Tell him that's not real purpose, like helping women escape violence. That's real. He's quiet for rest of evening, clearly upset by what I said, hurting. Asks if I even respect what he does for living, work choice. Tell him I respect that he works hard, but wish it was meaningful work. Notice he's becoming more withdrawn after these conversations, pulling away slowly. 2 months later, he gets promoted to director with $125,000 salary, huge raise. Comes home excited, wants to celebrate this major career milestone achievement reached. I congratulate him, but add that it's still just corporate job, nothing special. He says he worked really hard for this promotion. Why can't you happy? Tell him I am happy for him, but it's not like he cured cancer. Say that getting promoted in sales isn't the same as making difference. He asks why I always diminish his accomplishments like this, constantly belittling. Tell him I'm not diminishing, just putting into perspective compared to real work. He says my work is real work and supports both of us financially. Enables. Tell him financial support isn't the same as meaningful contribution to society. Start making comments about his coworkers and corporate culture, regularly criticizing. Tell him everyone at his company is just chasing money, soulless ambition. He defends his colleagues, saying they're good people working hard, supporting family. Tell him they're all cogs in capitalist machine, exploiting workers below profits. He asks why I'm so hostile about his career, suddenly always negative. Tell him because he could be doing so much more with life, wasting. 3 months into director role, and he's thriving at work, clearly succeeding. Comes home with bonus check for $15,000 from quarterly performance. Extra money. I say that's nice, but how many lives did you save this quarter comparison? He says his work provides for us and allows you to do your work. Tell him I do my work regardless of his income. Don't need him. He says, okay, but you live in apartment. I pay majority of rent, reality. His company offers him opportunity to speak at industry conference, major event. I tell him it's just corporate ego, stroking nothing meaningful about it. He says it's professional recognition for his expertise in leadership matters. Tell him professional recognition in sales isn't real achievement, just corporate. Ask him when he's going to wake up and realize he's wasting life. He stares at me and asks if I actually love him or just judge. Tell him, of course I love him, just want him to do something important. 6 months as director, and he's been nominated for company leadership program. Tells me this could lead to VP position within few years. Fast track. I roll my eyes and say, VP of sales, still just selling stuff. Nothing. Tell him anyone with business degree can do sales. My work requires calling. He says his work requires skills and expertise too. Not just anyone can. Notice he's been distant lately and spending more time at office, avoiding home. Ask him what's wrong, and he says he's tired of being made feel. He says you constantly tell me my career doesn't matter, invalidates me. Tell him I never said it doesn't matter, just that it's not important. He says that's the same thing, and it hurts hearing from partner. Ouch. Tell him he's being too sensitive about this, just stating facts reality. He says you don't give me emotional support. You give me judgment constantly. His friend from work gets promoted to VP, and he's genuinely happy, celebrating. I say that's nice, but what has your friend actually contributed to society? He looks exhausted and says, why do you do this every time, always? Tell him I'm just pointing out that corporate success isn't real success. He says, maybe I should reevaluate this relationship. Instead, we should rethink. Week later, he comes home and says, we need to talk serious conversation. Tells me he's been offered VP position starting next month. Major promotion. Salary would be $180,000, plus stock options and bonuses. Substantial increase, significantly. I say congratulations. But inside, I'm thinking, it's still just sales. Nothing. He asks if I'm happy for him, and I say, sure, it's good money. He says, is that all you have to say? Just about money? Nothing else? Tell him what else is to say. VP of sales, still sales, same. He stares at me for a long time, then says he's done with this. Asks me if I've ever actually been proud of him or respected career. Realize I haven't really ever celebrated his achievements fully. Genuinely, ever. Tell him of course I respect him, just think he could do more. He says it's enough for him, and he needs a partner who sees that. Tells me he's realized over past months that I don't respect him at. Says I constantly diminish his work and make him feel small and worthless. Tells me he got promoted to VP, and first thought was, you won't care. Says that's when he knew this relationship was over. Can't continue like this. Tell him he's being dramatic. I support him, just have different values. He says you don't support me. You tolerate me while feeling superior always. Tells me that your work is important, but so is mine. Different ways. Mentions that my nonprofit job is only possible because he pays majority bills. Tells me I've taken his financial support for granted while belittling him constantly. Says he deserves partner who's proud of him, not condescending about career. Tells me the VP position comes with relocation option to different city. Says he's taking it and moving in 2 weeks. Already decided, done. Feel panic because he's actually leaving me over this issue? Seriously ending. Ask him if he's seriously ending 2-year relationship over career disagreement. He says it's not about career, it's about respect, and you don't respect. Tells me he's spent months being made to feel like what? He worthless. Mentions realized he can't build life with someone who sees him. Tells me new city has someone from work who's been supportive and interested. Says she congratulated him on VP position and seemed genuinely happy for him. Realize he's already got someone else lined up who appreciates him. Replacement ready. Tell him she probably just wants his money now that he's VP. Gold digger, he says. Or she just respects what I do. Unlike you, basic decency shown. He starts packing his things over next few days, moving out gradually. I watch him pack and realize I never celebrated any of his achievements. Remember, every promotion or success was met with my dismissiveness, constantly belittled. Understand that I made him feel worthless while he supported me financially. Enabled. Try to apologize and say I'll be better about respecting his work. He says it's too late. He's already accepted VP position in other city. Tells me he's excited for a fresh start with people who value him, appreciate. Tells me good luck finding someone who will support you financially while being belittled. Leaves with his stuff, and apartment feels empty without him. Gone completely. Realize he was paying 70% of rent, and I can't afford it solo. Week later, see on social media, he's moved to new city, already relocated. Posted about starting VP position, excited for new chapter and career growth. His coworker from old job comments, "Congratulations, you deserve this so much." Realize that's the woman he mentioned who was supportive of him, interested. Clearly she's pretty and successful, and clearly respects his career achievements, values him. Meanwhile, I'm alone in apartment, struggling to pay full rent alone now. Have to move to cheaper place in the worst neighborhood because nonprofit salary. Understand his financial support enabled my lifestyle, and I dismissed it completely. Month later, see their official on social media, already dating publicly now, as she works in marketing at major company, also corporate but successful career. They post about fancy dinners and weekend trips they can afford because both earn. Realize she makes good money too, and they're building comfortable life together. Comments about power couple and how successful they both are, complimenting them. Understand? She celebrates his success instead of diminishing it like I did. Meanwhile, I'm eating ramen in my small studio apartment, alone, struggling financially. Tell my friends what happened, and they're supportive, but some seem skeptical. One friend says, "You did kind of dismiss his work a lot, constantly." Another says, "Maybe you shouldn't have bitten hand that feeds you," literally. Try dating, but catch myself judging every guy's career again, pattern repeating. Realize I have problem with anyone who works in corporate world. Judgment. Talk to therapist about what happened, and she asks important questions. Me, why did I feel need to diminish his career achievements, constantly belittling? Sit there, unable to answer, because it sounds petty and insecure when therapist suggests, maybe I felt threatened by his success and salary more. Realize I made more impact, but he made more money, bothered me deeply. 3 months later, see announcement he got promoted again to senior VP. Company posted about his exceptional leadership and record-breaking results. Achieved excellence. She's in photo with him at company celebration, looking proud and supportive. Realize she's supporting his career advancement, while I was roadblocked to him. Meanwhile, I'm still at the same nonprofit, making same 41,000 salary, stagnant. 6 months later, they're engaged already, moving fast because compatible, clearly. Her ring is beautiful and expensive because they both have high incomes afford. Caption about partnership and supporting each other's dreams and ambitions together. Realize she understands that supporting partner's career is part of love shown. His friends and family all commenting about how perfect they are together. Match. Understand that I could have had that if I'd respected his work valued. Now he's building life with woman who celebrates his success instead of diminishing. While I'm alone in studio apartment, doing important work that doesn't pay rent. Tell myself I have values and principles, but they don't keep warm. Learn that financial support is formed a form of love, and I dismissed it. Year later, see wedding photos, and they look incredibly happy together, glowing. Venue is beautiful and expensive because they can afford it. Dual income, comfortable. Wedding posts talk about partnership and mutual respect and supporting dreams building. Understand? She gives him what I wouldn't, basic respect for his career. They're honeymooning in Maldives because VP salary affords that lifestyle luxury. Meanwhile, I'm still struggling with rent in studio apartment. Same situation, stuck. Nonprofit gave everyone 2% raise, which is $820 more per year. Barely. Realize my meaningful work doesn't provide meaningful life quality. Lower standards. Still work at nonprofit and still believe in the work mission important, but understand now that all work has value, even corporate sales work. He provided financial stability that enabled me to do underpaid nonprofit work. I dismissed his contribution while benefiting from it directly, hypocritically living. Now he's thriving with a woman who respects what he does and contributes equally, while I'm alone because I couldn't see value in anything different from my. Tell myself I was standing up for values, but really was being judgmental. Learn that you can't build life with someone you don't respect fully. Financial support is real support, and I treated it like nothing, worthless, dismissed. Now I'm cautionary tale about biting hand that feeds while feeling morally superior. 2 years later, see they bought house together in nice neighborhood. Beautiful. Both their salaries combined means they can afford luxury life, comfortable living. She still celebrates his career milestones, posting about his achievements proudly always. He looks happy and successful and valued in ways I never made. Realize that all work has dignity, whether nonprofit or corporate, different paths. My work helps people, but his work helps people too, just differently. Support. Learn that judging partners' career while depending on their income is hypocrisy. Lost a good man because I couldn't respect that his work mattered to value. Now I understand that meaningful isn't just about impact. It's also about respect. Cautionary tale about how superiority complex about your work destroys relationships completely. Still believe in nonprofit work, but understand I was a hypocrite about his career. Took his financial support for granted while constantly belittling source of it. Never.